I have a Taylormade Tour Response strike ball. I also have a Taylormade TP5. Let's see if there's a difference for an average golfer like myself between these two balls. Let's go. We're going to start off with the TP5. We're on a par 4, and I've got the hybrid. Up first, Taylormade TP5. It's all right. Slightly cutty, fadey, wasn't bad. Next, Tour Response. That TP5 was probably my standard shot shape. So let's see what the Tour Response strike ball can do. See, I got that one. I struck that one nicely. Struck that one nicely. Let's go up there and see the difference between the two. Right guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm an average golfer, so shot shapes and shots aren't always going to be consistent, which is probably why it's quite a good test to see if an amateur average golfer like myself, if there really is much of a difference between a TP5 and a Tour Response ball. Now we know Tour Response stripe is the new thing. I have to say I'm enjoying using them. I've been using them for a while now, and I am enjoying them. But is there really a need to jump up to the TP5 with the price bracket that it's in? Will it really help my game as an average golfer? Well, we're going to find out. Okay, so here's the TP5. Granted, I didn't hit that as well. And up there is the Tour Response. Now, as I said before, I'm an average golfer. We're going to hit good shots, we're going to hit naff shots. So really, that jump up in golf ball, is that really going to make a difference? Let's move on to the next shot. So I've brought the TP5 up to where the Tour Response ball is, and we are 64 yards away from the pin. So we're going to hit a shot with both the same club and from the same distance, see which one comes up better on the green. So let's go. Let's go with the TP5 first. No particular lie, just pulled it into position. I've got a 56 in hand. I'm just going to try and throw it up and see when we get up to green what the difference is, providing they're consistent shots. That was nice. That was nice. Right. Tour Response. Now let me just put a disclaimer. You won't find any data or any stats on here. This is just an average golfer and how he performs with both clubs, with both balls, I should say, and see if it really is important or if it isn't really necessary jumping up to a TP5 from a Tour Response, which is already a great ball. Stripe time. That was nice. Both two good shots, one slightly left, but both very good shots. Let's see if we can find out where they landed. Now you're probably thinking this test is flawed because I've got no visuals of them landing on the green. But guys, this is just literally my opinion without all the bells and whistles, because I don't have that to my disposal. Just got what I got, which is my game, mid-handicapper. Two great balls, but two great price differences. Okay, let me show you where they landed. So, Tour Response strike ball landed here. I'll repair that in a second. Roll out to there. TP5 landed here, caught the hill and rolled to there. So granted the hill wasn't in its favour. If we're going to take cheaper ball compared to one of the most expensive balls on the tour, I would say, not based on how well I hit them, but just based on the distance from where it pitched to where it stopped, you can't argue with that, right? Surely that's, regardless, even if the TP5 zipped back and we went, oh yeah, great spin rate, that's great, because we know TP5 is a great ball. But how does its Tour Response stack up against it? Well, from what I can see, that's stacked up quite well. I always take the flag out now. Based on what happened before, where I've hit many a shot which has lipped out because of the flag, I've taken it out. Right, putting, how does it feel off the putter? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can feel a difference. I doubt I will. Let's find out. Okay, birdie putts on both occasions. Left it short, felt nice off the face. Okay, TP5, let's see. Getting the hole. Oh, that felt good. It felt a little bit firmer, just from that. The TP5 just felt a little bit firmer, which I think is the case anyway. Let's get on to the next hole. Stay tuned because we'll be using the driver shortly, so we'll see how distance compares with the two, providing I hit a consistent shot on 2 times. Par 3, 138 today. It's only fair that the strike ball goes first this time. Strike ball up first, 9-iron in hand. Let's see. Felt very, very nice. Very nice. Next, TP5. Same again, 9-iron. Don't think I got that as much as he... Ooh, maybe I did get it. I felt I didn't catch it as well. Maybe I did, because it looked to be fairly good. So let's go up there, regardless of where it landed on the green, because it's dispersion. Let's just look at distance with a 9-iron. Again, great stopping. The 9-iron with my tour response strike ball landed here. TP5 caught this bank and did roll a bit more, but it landed over there. Hard to tell, hit the bank, but I think it's only fair that we give this first part of the round to the TP5, because it's obviously flown further, right? Because it's hit the bank and rolled down, so it must have flown further. Interesting. Pin out again. I think that's fair to say. TP5 probably won that because it hit the bank, and the only way it was going to go further was if it got a kick off the downslope. So we're giving that to the TP5. Not bad. Again, lovely off the face. Do love that tour response ball. That felt nice as well, I just overcooked it. You could tell it was a little bit firmer. You probably won't heard that. Probably didn't hear it. Off the putter, very minimal difference. If anything, TP5 is a little bit firmer. But overall, I would say they're both performing decent level. You think on the first hole we played, tour response was obviously a better hit, but it went further. Stopping power was great on the greens. On this hole, it flew a little bit further, TP5. But again, for an average golfer, are we going to notice that? So really, are we going to get the true benefit out of a TP5? All right, let's have an experiment. In the bunker, I like to use a 56 out of the bunker and just open it up a bit, but let's see what it's like coming out of the bunker. It's sitting up, it's not plugged, just a experiment. Right, up first, tour response. That was a good shot. That was a good shot. Right, let's have a go again. This time, not cheating, get that sand off, not cheating. Right, this time, TP5, same thing. Over the face up slightly, lean forward slightly. Try and hit the sand before the ball. Let's go. Again, that popped out nicely. I got more sand than I should have. As you can see from the results though, both pretty handy results. I'll take them. Right folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. Driving. We are driving and the first one up is a TP5. Let's go. Struck it well. Slightly fadey. That's all right there though, that's all right there. Right, next up is the Tour Response strike ball. Now, let's see if I can do any better with this, which you have to say would be the lesser of the two balls based on the price bracket. But I think you already know by now that I love this ball. So, let's go, Tour Response, let's go. Struck it nicely again. Struck it nicely again. Let's see if we go down there and see if there's any difference in distance between TP5, which I'm not arguing is a fantastic ball, but is the Tour Response ball just as good for our level? And should we be spending that much more to get a TP5? Let's go find out on distance. They both struck really well. Let's go. Right, folks, this is the honest truth. Both struck really well, felt exactly the same off the face, flew similar flights as well, which hopefully shot tracers should show you, but I saw visually very similar ball flights. Honest truth. This ball right here is the Taylormade TP5. This ball right here is the Tour Response. Interesting information, right? Whether it's to do with the compression rate, I don't know all that jazz, all that stuff they give you, all the compression rate and different swing speeds, that could come into it, that could be a factor. But based on myself, average golfer, I drive the ball now after my lesson, thank you Craig, I drive the ball on average 239, 240 I think it says on my shot scope data. So 240 average is my driving carry distance, right? So I don't know if swing speed comes into it, but based on what I've seen here, and based on everything else that I've tried this evening, me personally, TP5 Tour Response, I mean, I know who my winner is. I'll leave that down to you, but we're going to finish this hole off, but I thought that's quite interesting. I had no idea which one was going to be further. From ball flight, it looked great, felt great off the face. I had no idea until we came down here. So that's a shock to me as well. Love it though. Okay, I counted that to be 32 yards in distance difference. Brilliant. 87 yards in. I'm going to flick it up with a gap wedge. Not full gap wedge, just a flicky one, if that is even a thing. And then hopefully we can finish on a birdie. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Let's go. Oh, didn't get the kick that I wanted, but there we go. Right, TP5, can you get me the birdie? Oh, that stopped dead. That one stopped dead. Right, there we go, TP5 there. Bit more roll out, but I did hit the fairway before it hit the green. I rolled out to there. So it's not much to take from it. I'm more impressed with the driving, to be honest. So ladies and gentlemen, as I said at the beginning of the video, this has no data, no stats to look at. This is just an average golfer, amateur golfer, mid-handicap golfer, whatever you want to call me. Bit nice. Just an average golfer trying out two balls, face to face, innocent golf, and just seeing what happens. And I'm happy to report that the ball that I'm currently playing, which I really love, is the Tour Response 2022 golf ball, in particular the strike ball. Very happy with that. Not bad. Still a bit of work to do. Not bad. But I'm going to finish it there, folks. You don't want to see me miss this for a bogey or a double. But I'm going to leave it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you've stuck around this long, thank you. Hope you've got the idea of what I was trying to put across. As I said, no data, nothing, just innocent golf and just testing out two golf balls, which are both brilliant golf balls. But really, do we need to be spending the money of a TP5 when we have a superb Tour Response ball, which is arguably performing just as well? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what you need to do. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, unless it's golf, keep looking up.